Hey, you guys. I just wanted to have a conversation with you today, and it's all about the three huge mistakes almost everybody makes when jumping back into exercise. So, I don't know about you, but if you're anything like me, my workout schedule has not been great the last month. And honestly, my stickers on my calendar are like four, maybe, and I don't know if I'm stretching on that. But so, just like all of you, you know you've been out of it for a while, whether you got injured or the schedule happened or you had company in town or holidays or anything like that. Uh, you've been out of a routine. And getting back into the routine, there's a couple of things that I want you to understand and mistakes not to make that I make myself. So you won't get injured moving forward. And we want to get back into exercise and we want to make it a big habit, right? So what happened to me was gung-ho back into exercise, and I came in over to Project Move because I love working out there, and I was like, hey, I'm going to go do the kettlebells class. But it just so happened that it wasn't running. There was a CrossFit class instead, which um, I'm just not the greatest at some of the CrossFit classes. I know there's so many people out there that you love CrossFit and you think it's great, and I do like it. So I did it. It was fine. Coach Jordan is awesome. But I knew ahead of time that since I hadn't been doing anything, I really needed to scale it down a lot. And I did. I think, I don't know, my weight on the bar was like nothing compared to everybody else's, and wall balls and deadlifts and a bunch of different stuff. But I have to tell you, um, it's 2 days later and I'm so wicked sore. I can't even tell you. So despite the best intentions of scaling down and making my weight so I'm not going to die, I'm still wicked sore. I was going to do another class today, but I know better and I should just kind of walk and do some yoga and some stretching to get rid of this really big soreness, because it's so sore that, it affects when I when I sit down on the toilet, when I sit down in a chair. It's one of those like grandma get-ups when I go back and forth. So doing too much too fast is one of the huge mistakes that everybody makes when getting back into exercise. Try to catch it. Try to scale your weights down. If you know you're going to be in a class setting where you don't have too much control about what's going on, if you do have control and doing your own workout, or if you have a buddy, or if you have a trainer, your trainer should know that you need to progress a little slowly back into things, okay? So the first huge mistake is doing too much too fast. The second huge mistake is kind of taking the shotgun approach with everything. You've been out for a while and you haven't been exercising, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna do everything all at once. I'm gonna try bar, and I'm gonna try CrossFit, I'm gonna do yoga, and I'm gonna run on the treadmill, and I'm gonna do all these things. I highly recommend that you don't, because when you take the shotgun approach, it doesn't give your body a chance to get good at something. And when you're getting back to something, if you've never been into exercise before and you're getting into exercise, then you want to get good at something, because then that makes you feel better, because you're feeling results and you're making improvements, and then you're going to go back and do it more. So my recommendation is to pick one or two things, one or two types of exercise, and then build a habit up and get better at that. And then you can start trying new things and doing more. But I'm all about cross training, and I think it's great not to just do endurance or not to just do strength or just flexibility. So you need a well-rounded routine. But when you haven't been doing anything and you're going to do something, you really want to make sure that you're going to be safe and smart about it. You don't want an injury, a big one, to then all of a sudden create a new time where you're not doing anything. And then if you have pain included in that, pain sucks even more. Okay, and then you get into this whole downward spiral with injuries and pain, and you know where that goes. So number two, a huge mistake is that you're taking the shotgun approach. I want you to get good at one or two or three things and then start to try out new things. And the third huge mistake is not getting any support. So it can be any little support. It can be subscribing to my channel. It can be finding a buddy to go to the gym with you. It can be using the free orientation at the gym that you're at. The personal trainers know how to show you around and tell you how to use certain pieces of equipment. You need that support system to do it safely, but then to also become accountable. You want people to start to recognize you where you're going to work out. Then they get to know you, and then guess what? They're going to know if you're gone, which is a little bit of that, accountability push that you might need. And I think it's important to have a support system. I'm happy to be here for any questions that you might have, some new workout that you want to know about. Not all of the workouts are right for everybody. There's some of the hot yoga that's pretty advanced that if you're just starting out in yoga is not a good idea. CrossFit, I really like the places that have the intro to CrossFit sessions that give you an introduction, that take it slow, or at least you have coaches that are going to tell you how to scale the workouts appropriately or according to any previous injury that you've just had. So it's important to really get support. If you don't have support and a buddy system of any kind, it's so easy to just drop off again and lose your consistency. So I wanted to just go over those 3 huge mistakes almost everybody makes when jumping back into exercise, which I'll just review, is doing too much too fast, like I did this week. Number 2 is doing the shotgun approach and doing everything all at once. And 3, not having a support system. All right, so I hope that you can avoid those huge mistakes. If you'd like this in written form, I will have a link and a PDF download if you'd like to have it and print it up somewhere and make sure that you avoid injury because of these big mistakes. If you have any questions, let me know. Please subscribe to my channel if this jives with you. If it doesn't, then you can find a different channel. There's many trainers out there that are talking the same kind of talk in a different style. But I'd love to keep you around. Let me help you out, and just leave a comment if you like it or you don't like it, or if I can help you in any other way. Good luck.